guys, I'm Chez Pride, and today I want to jump back into my Minecraft game and start a random build file where we can start putting a bunch of random builds that we make in creative mode in one world. And I want to start by building a quote-unquote small cabin, but when we build it, I'm going to make it bigger than it seems from the front. I actually was planning on doing this for my first Minecraft video a couple of weeks ago, but then I ended up spawning in by a beachy area in that save file, and I kind of got inspired to build a beachy cabin instead of a more small traditional one like I was planning, but the idea is still stuck in my head, so now I want to do it. So, like I said, I'm going to start a new world where we can slowly add random builds and they can all be in one place in the future, so maybe one day we can like go back and look at them or something. Unless I decide to do like a certain build series, then I'll probably make a different file for that. But once we get into it, it'll be kind of cool to have a world with just a bunch of random builds in it. But today we're going to do the cabin I wanted to originally do, and the whole goal in the cabin is to make a small wooden cabin but extend it off like the back and into the basement to make it bigger than it seems. Almost like a TARDIS concept, but not quite. So in honor of that last statement, the first item I have chosen to work with is actually a TARDIS blue bed, because I figured the way we did it last time where I just put a bed down and we just slept through the night was the easiest, considering that we are playing in creative mode. So I figured this time it could be TARDIS blue, and I picked out this cute little spot because I feel like right here I could put the cabin that I was like kind of imagining the size of if I knocked down a couple of trees. But then we could also fill this in with grass, and it would have this cute log with this mushroom on it. Maybe we could make a stairway to the water or something, and we could do a stairway up here because it's already kind of a natural stairway. So I don't know, I just thought it'd be cute, and it has room to like extend on the back but like hide it within the trees. I don't know, I just feel like it makes sense for it to be here, and I'm just really obsessed with this log with the mushroom on it. I just think it's so cute. So real quick, the first thing I want to do is put down a bed somewhere where we can easily get to it, and then we're going to start filling in this area of grass to make it a bigger area and start knocking down trees, and then we'll get our supplies for our cabin because I want to do like a wooden cabin type vibe. So I'm thinking maybe go ahead and place the bed on the stairs. I mean, simple enough for it to be out of the way for now, and then let's go ahead and start filling in the grass area a little bit, because I feel like if we make this all one level, and don't judge me, but I'm going to just build the tree into the ground. It could be like a bush type tree. It makes sense. I feel like we could probably knock down these two trees and this tree, and our cabin would probably fit. So I'm just going to go ahead and knock down this tree. Oh, this is like a mixture of trees. I'll go ahead and knock it all the way down if I can. And then I feel like that is good. Maybe we should go ahead and knock this one down too. Just might as well clear out some land space because, like I said, it's going to be bigger than it seems. So we're going to need at least a good amount during the front yard. Alright, there we go. All of those leaves should disappear if I remember correctly. So that, I think we can go ahead and start building our cabin right here. I feel like this would be a good spot for it. But first we need to go ahead and get the supplies. So I'm thinking maybe like a spruce log cabin because that's like a really dark wood. And last time we used the jungle wood, so I don't want to use that again. Maybe we can get those two types of wood particularly. We can get the stairs, and then we can also get a door, and we'll go back for the fence, but I feel like we could go ahead and also get some glass. And I hate using the regular, like just clear glass. So I'm probably going to use the white glass, and let's see, get a torch as well. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have light. Here we go. We have the torch. I feel like we can pretty much start out with that, and then we'll go back for more supplies. Oh, of course, it is already dark. Let's go ahead and get into bed. Alright, here we go. Fresh morning, fresh day to start out. The leaves are pretty much starting to disappear, so that's good. So let's go ahead and I feel like we probably want it to like step up, so we could have like the stairs start about here, which means the cabin needs to start here. I want to pull it off like as far over as I can, because if I'm wanting to do the length I'm gonna need space. So maybe we start it here. And I'm thinking we do 9 because I want the front porch and the building to be about 7 across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we have that, and then we'll have the stairs kind of level out right here in the center. There we go. 7 stairs, and maybe just leave it like that, and then we can build a little front porch section. So I figured this is going to be the edge of the building. We'll probably have that rise up and have this be the front porch and have that rise up. There we go. Do we want the front porch to be bigger? I'm thinking, it's supposed to look small from the front, so maybe we leave that size, and then we can go ahead and do the wall of the front here, and then we gotta figure out exactly where we want the door. Like, do we want a center door? Do we want 2 doors? Kind of a similar thing that we did last time, just without all the glass around it. So if we do this here, I want that in the exact opposite direction. If I do it from here, why does it want to place the exact opposite way? Okay, I guess that works. At least the door handles are on the right side. And then we can build the planks up around it. I wouldn't mind like some windows on the side. So we can like build that up, and maybe we can put the glass here. Does that look weird if we add like a level above it? From there, I kind of imagined this spot having a roof moment. So if we build it from here, maybe we can just be like this. I like that. So we have a little cabin moment here. Maybe we can put bigger glass panel. No, like the idea of it just being a small glass panel so it matches the others. Glass here, and then that can be the start of the roof. And then I kind of imagined like the back of the roof kind of going across the back the other direction. But first we gotta remove some more trees. All right, I think that should be good for now. And then we can go back to the planks, and let's go ahead and build the base. I figured if we did 9 across, we could do 7 this way, so that counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, 7 across. And I guess I could have put grass there to make it the side of the house even. Yeah, we do like that. And then let's go ahead and this across here. Maybe one more across, because that's a little bit smaller than I even anticipated. So let's go ahead and put this here and build it another tile, because I feel like that would look better in reality wise. I was just kind of planning a pre-number in my head, but I feel like this looks a little bit nicer for the situation in person. I am gonna have to delete this for the flooring, so I might as well go ahead and delete it now, because we do need to put the actual flooring I want. All right, and then we're gonna use the spruce log to do the flooring, because I think the square texture is really cute. So we're just going to fill in this whole space here. Fill that in here. There we go. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. And then I want to put a door out to the back. I don't want it to match the front door exactly. Oh, this is 1 level higher than I even expected. Okay, well maybe we can have like little platform where the doors go, and it can have some stairs in the center. Here we go. I guess that works. But then we need to have a door out the back. So do I put it to the side, since I'm wanting to do like a extension and do like a sneaky little hallway? So like, what if I put the stair here? Oh, it's starting to get dark. Okay, let me just put the main portion of this real quick. So I would need to put this like this, have it be at its own level. We could go up to here. Let's go ahead and I guess we have to put one more layer of wood to make the stairs work functionally. There we go. There we put the stairs like this. I even could like make it smaller, I imagine, and just put the stairs right here. Put that there, and then this could do a hallway moment that leads to the bedroom, and then the door to the outside could be right here. Kind of like that idea, and then we can put like the pool and stuff within here. So let's go ahead and get back into bed because it is dark. I said that was going to be the purpose of the bed, was to skip through the dark parts. Alright, let's see how what we did looks now that I'm looking at it. Okay, I feel like if we're gonna do that, we're gonna need to make this a stair as well, so we can have this staircase up here and go down. And then let's go ahead and make the shape for the bedroom. I don't need the bedroom to be super big, honestly. I could kind of base it around most of the tree. I could knock off a couple of the leaves here and then go ahead and put this down here and build it up while we're here so the leaves don't grow back over it. But then let's maybe put this like this, knock these two down. Honestly, I just really need enough room for a bed and a little dresser slash chest moment. So what if we built this back? We have a little corner like this, and maybe it go back like this. It's gonna look a little weird, but I feel like we could do this, and then build it like this, and we could have the top of the bed be right there, and we would have to do it out one more right here because I would want there to be little tables on either side of the bed. So the beds would go out to there. We could put a little chest moment over here, and I guess this could go like this, and that be about the bedroom area slash the back of the house. And can you really, how much can you see that from the front of the house? Not that much. Like the trees mostly cover it, and then when we put like the fencing and like flowers and stuff, it'll cover it more. So we could have that be the bedroom area, which was bigger than I was expecting. But I could put like a seating moment here or something. I feel like that would be cute. So let me go ahead and just build the rest of this wall here, because we are going to have to figure out how tall we want it and what we're going to do about the roof structure. But I want to get all the walls before we get too far on the roof. I'm thinking we might do a slight incline right here, because I can make this part that's attached to this building a little bit taller, because I feel like the house in the bedroom area goes down a little bit. So if we make this like this and then have that be the top line of this house, is that too tall? I feel like that's about the right height. Maybe one down would be better, and we could just have the three like that. Let's see how that looks when I put the rest of the walls. Let's see, if I walk through there, if I put a roof, yeah, I should be able to do that like that. So we can build this to this level all the way around here, and then we'll go back and add in windows and a roof, because I feel like the hallway doesn't have to exactly be closed off. It can just be open. Alright, I feel like that's a decent structure for the top of the house, and want to make sure this is actually covered all the way. So let's put this here. Go. I like that. I imagined this part being the opposite of this. I feel like even that could honestly be enough, and just follow the pattern all the way across till it goes to here. Might get starkly quick here. Oh my goodness. Okay, but I imagined the roof being like this, and that way it was like the opposite from here. You don't have room to go up one more because it's two tiles. So I feel like that's slightly awkward, but maybe Could we do it up one more and it not look weird? I feel like it looks weird. So maybe instead of doing that, we could actually do something with the glass. Like have like a glass roof moment. I don't know. I feel like this kinda is not the most traditional vibes, but maybe it's the modern extension. Because I just want it to be slightly taller. So I feel like that could work. And then while I'm thinking about it, and it's dark, let's go ahead and start putting some of the torches on like the front porch area and stuff. So we can put one here, we can put one here. Let's see, do we want to go ahead and try to put some out the back? Where? Oh no, where did I drop them? There they are. Okay. I'm really bad about dropping stuff. I don't mean to press escape, I just naturally do. Alright, but let's go ahead and maybe put a torch on either side where that door is going to go. And then that's probably enough for now. So now let's go ahead and go back to our bed, and then I can start fixing the flooring. And we are back fresh. Let's go ahead and make our way back in. We do need to actually, god damn it. We do actually need to fix this part right here. Should I make that a window? Hold on, it could look cool to have just a little bit of a peekaboo window right there. So what if we looped this around like this does? I think that goes there. And then I think if we do that, it would be centered like that. And then we can go ahead and put a window there. Probably a window right here as well. That's there while we're thinking about it. Should I put one on the other side? I feel like it just looks better with the singular window right there. Maybe we can put one right here. I guess that'd be fine. We gotta put a window in the main space anyways. Let's right quick go into this hallway. I think that looks fine as just the planks, but I want this to be the spruce logs. We'll take this out and replace it, these, and do that all the way around. Alright, all that's cleared out. Now all I have to do is the actual logs, and I think that'll look way better than grass for sure. That looks nice. And then I imagined me putting the beds right here, and then I'll have like little tables here. I guess I could just do the tables out of the same thing the stair or the floor is made out of, and I can put like little flowers or something on them, and that'd be the bed area. Maybe I could have a little peekaboo window moment above the bed, like that maybe. That'd be cute. I know I just decided earlier against it, but I think from the inside it looks best to have one there. It'll look a little weird from the outside, but I think it'll be worth it on the inside. So let's go ahead and first just put the main layer of the roof on so it actually works. Hold on, let me go ahead and put where the door is gonna be. There we go. And now we can do this. Let's see, do we want to leave it flat or do we want to do something fun? I feel like we could at least make that more even, because that's gonna bother me. And then maybe we can leave this flat, but let's do something with this square like bring out the square accent. So just kind of basically do what we've been doing, and then just a layer in the middle. And I think that ends up actually being a little shorter than that over there, which I think is actually good. So we can do it like that. Maybe we do another glass piece to match that over there. That way it's a little matchy. And then from the front, you see a little bit, but it still looks smaller from the front than it actually is. And then I planned, first let's go ahead and actually put the door here just before I forget. So let's put that door there. And then I imagined there being an entrance into the basement right about here. Make this start to be a staircase, but we could do staircase down to here. Let's see, how high can we go here? We go down one more. I think we can actually make this about like that. Let's see, walk down. There we go. There we go. And we can make this just a platform like this. Go. And then we can start making another staircase in this direction. So get rid of all of that. All that can go away, and then start building staircase down here. There we go. Bam, boom, bam. And then that could lead right here. We're gonna need to get some light in here. Put a torch here. There we go. But if we get rid of this, clear this out one more, this could be like the downstairs kitchen and crafting area. So I feel like this could just extend out this way and lead into like a secret room. And we have like a dining space out front on like the back porch area. And then this could be like our secret kitchen, since our main house is just mainly going to be like bookcases, beds, chests, stuff like that. We can have like an actual functioning working area down here and make it slightly bigger than I really need, because I do want to make it wooden down here as well. So just clear all this out. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. I wonder what time it is outside, because I cannot see the outside right now. Alright, let's clear this out. You can clear this corner out. We can put a light down. I feel like that's a good space for a kitchen and crafting area. I don't mind leaving the floor stone. I kind of like this floor stone. We could kind of base the pattern of the downstairs off this. Like this could be the hallway, and it goes into the kitchen and crafting area, which has this floor tile. I guess we could build one more out and then replace it with wood down here and make the basement wall. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm gonna have to clear the ceiling off a little bit because it does go a little low in this area. At least we can clear it off in this area. For the kitchen area, because I imagine like the kitchen going along this back wall and then there being like a crafting space right here. So maybe let's go ahead and build this wall. Could do that for a moment and then go ahead and fill in this back here. Go. And then fill this back wall in here. Burners and whatnot along this wall. And I'm thinking maybe we're gonna have to put another light up. Let's put one up where it's more permanent, so we could do it like that. And then we're gonna delete this wall here and go ahead and just make this wood as well. So put that like that and hide the stairs a little bit. And yeah, that's cute. I like the stone accent at the top, but we will put another back up here. Maybe we can do it on the stone accent. That'd be the whole purpose. Alright, so that can be the kitchen. This can be a crafting area. We can put stairs along here. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have that going up to this platform. I guess this is actually gonna have to go back than I originally had planned. This, and then like this, and go up here. This, go like this. Oh, that kind of interferes with the actual back door. We're gonna have to move the door one. I didn't want to do that, but I can do that. We'll just make this the bottom of the stairs, which I feel like looks a little odd, but I guess it's fine. Put these back up here and then put the door there. Guess that'll work. And then go back and put the stairs here. I'm gonna start on that. So I feel like the window situation right here is a little odd, but we'll survive. And then maybe, should I do the sides of this to be wood as well? I feel like that might be our smartest move here. So let's go ahead and just delete this wall here, and we can replace it with wood because that'll look better than the dirt for sure. Alright, so that's all cleared, and we can go ahead and start placing the wood wall here because that's gonna look better than dirt for sure. Alright, there we go. Here we go. And then I guess make this wood as well. Let's go ahead and do this side here, and then I guess we gotta do this part as well. So we can go in and put this in as a wall. There we go. I like that, the way that looks. Alright, so the walls and the ceilings match the stairs all the way down. We have the little cooking and crafting area. And then if we go up here, I thought it might be cute to add the wood right here and make like a little platform rail moment. And then honestly, would it hurt to put the wood right here? Like, can you still get down if the wood goes right here? Let me test that there. Yeah, you can still get down. So we could put the wood right there to cut it off and make a railing and kind of level it with that tree. And then I kind of imagine having stairs to a pool and then like a dining space out here. I feel like just like a little seating area would be nice. So honestly, probably we could put the seating area right in here. So what if we used one of these logs as like a table moment? We could even put the table like all the way against there. We could use some stairs to make seating. I kind of imagined like a different color stair. We also do a white accent, so we could do like some kind of white stair, not sand. I don't feel like sand is the vibe we're going for. I guess we could use the quartz stairs because those are white. I feel like that would be good. And then try to have the stairs go like right here and just be like pretend seating. Yeah, these kind of look like lawn chairs, so I guess that'll work. And then I kind of imagine like a stair up through here of like regular wood stairs. Put that there and then go up. I guess we could make another stair there, put a grass thing right there, and then let's see, you can't really go up because of this tree, so we might knock this tree down in particular. There we go. Make sure it's all knocked down and knock that out of the way. It is starting to get dark. I at least want to put these stairs in real quick so we can go up here. Maybe put the stairs in here and then knock down this tree. Make the pool up this way. Oh, there's going to be a lot of trees to knock down because I kind of imagine the pool being hidden like right here after this tree. So we can knock this tree down real quick, and that's kind of hidden behind the house and in between the trees. I guess we will let that disappear while we go ahead and go to our bed and take a night sleep. Alright, next morning, let's get back to clearing the pool area. Did that area actually clear out yet? Of course it hasn't. The leaves are still there. It takes so long to clear leaves out. It's actually kind of stupid. But anyways, we can get here, knock these leaves out, and then I guess we can go ahead and start leveling out the pool area. So if we knock these leaves down, we can make the platform for the pool right here. So we can clear out some space. I kind of imagine it being like a above ground pool, but like it's built into the actual hill. So from up there, it doesn't really look like it's actually a above ground pool. It looks more like a built into the hill pool, if that makes sense. So we can clear this. I feel like that's a decent size space for a pool, considering it's Minecraft and you don't really use the pool that often. It's more just for decoration. So I feel like we could make planks up to here, and this be like the walking balcony pretty much where your sim could walk beside it. I feel like that would be good. So build it all the way around here and have this be the pool area. I guess we could make it a little wider. It's not quite as wide as I had imagined. Just knock this whole wall down basically. There we go. And then we can easily place a wall there. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. All right. So we have that filling in here. I feel like we could dig down and get a deeper pool. It'll look nicer if we can make it all the same texture. Speaking of making a pool, it's starting to rain. I don't think that actually influences like the water puddling up in here in actual game, but it's just kind of iconic that when we're working on the pool, all of a sudden it starts raining. But basically I've cleared out the actual floor. Now I just want to go through and replace the walls. Alright, so we filled in the wall and now we can fill in the floor. And then we're going to need to go get a bucket of water. I kind of like the idea of it having like a peekaboo moment. So what if like somehow, I want to do it evenly, but I don't know how many tiles this is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tiles. So if we have 4 tiles on either side, that should put this as a centerpiece. And then you can see out where the tree is. And then let's go ahead and go to search items and search for a bucket of water. I don't want to replace, I guess I can replace the bed. I don't really need the bed anymore. But let's go ahead and start filling this with water. There we go. Now it's filled up. Alright, so we have a big pool here, and when we go out this way, our dining space, you can see a little peekaboo into the pool. It has the stairs leading up to it. I think this looks really nice actually. It's definitely like hidden within the trees, which is why I was wanting. I guess we can go ahead and put little lights out for the pool area so the swimmers have a lit up area. Let's put a couple more lights over here so we can put one like right here above the dining space. I guess real quick, since it's night and it's raining, we can go ahead and go sleep in the bed inside. But now let's go ahead and sleep in our room through the night, and hopefully the rain won't last too much longer. That would be ideal. Yep, it's gone. Okay. And then I want to go ahead and work on some of the stairs out front because we have a whole little yard area. We need some stairs leading to it. I guess we can go ahead and delete our survivor bed because, you know, we're not playing in survivor mode and we actually have the stuff to sleep on the inside, so let's delete that bed. And then like I said, I kind of imagine there being like a staircase up this hill and then a path to this water out here. And honestly, what we really could do is make a whole little river here. Just make this connect, make all this connect here. There we go. And then we can make it go through this area. So if we delete this tree and then delete some of this, then we could continue the water, I guess, under the trees, because eventually, even with the trees, it'll connect over to our little area. See, and this water connects to our little mushroom log area, so I could delete a lot of the dirt pile here. I could even make the water come up a little higher, perhaps, since we still have the water bucket in our inventory. So what if we take the water, fill up to here and over here, and then we filled up this area with water since we extended it a little bit. I feel like that would be cute, having the water go up to here and then it flowing down. Pond moment leading to the main water source. I feel like that's nice. And then from there, we can make a little staircase over here. So I deleted that foliage there, and then we should be able to put a little stairway up to it. So what if I put the stairs right here and we could do like a little moment around it as a cute moment, and then I could see myself making this like a proper platform. Emphasis in the word little, but it'll be fine. There we go. And that goes next to the little log that I like so much. And then, like I said, I kind of saw myself having a stairway like up these natural stairs, so I can just clear out a little bit more space on them and then put a staircase like right here. It leads to this little log moment. I almost see myself making it one bit wider. There we go. And then I can put these stairs in here. I had imagined it originally being stone stairs, but everything else is wooden at this point, so we might as well. Oh, this just leads to a hole. Well, I guess that doesn't really lead to anywhere in particular. I guess I could fill this hole up with grass. That just seems like a lot of effort. I guess this could also kind of try to block off pool from this angle a little bit, since it's supposed to be more hidden, and we can just have it link around the tree a little bit to hide what we can. Oh, that kind of looks weird with it being multiple grass layer, but it's fine. I'm not going to go back and get the dirt block just for this. There we go. So we have a proper little entryway. I guess we could delete some of these trees to make it more obvious where the entryway of the house is. Oh, this is just like a random way to build a tree. Okay, let's delete some of that a little bit. Alright, so that's like the entryway, I guess, from like the woods, and then I guess the pond's there. So is there really another way we need to make an entrance? Imagine there maybe being a path out to like the main water, but also the little creek would lead them up from the water. So maybe out here we just put like a little fire pit moment. I feel like that would be cute. So we could do fire pits, put that where the water is, and honestly we'll probably just use like regular stumps around this fire pit. But what if we put one right there? And then I did say stumps, but I feel like the stairs look more like actual little cedar areas than the stumps do, all around there. Honestly, that's kind of cute. That kind of makes a cute little yard moment. Maybe we can even go as far to add little flowers or bushes here. I feel like that would be cute. So we could, this is a bush, right? We could also do with more planty, like flower. I mean, I kind of like these blue flowers. So what if we use these? I need to get some flower pots up by the house too, but I may just start with these blue flowers. What if we put a flower at all the corners? I don't know, I feel like that would be cute. A flower there, a flower there, a flower there. That's kind of cute. We could put some flowers in these corners right here, since we're trying to go with like a slight blue theme here. I think it'd be nice to have something cute right here. Maybe we could do like a whole like field of them, layer them up to where they look like wildflowers over here next to the little stair railing. We have that little C right there. We had the fire pit. And then I had imagined there being like flower pots on this part. I don't know, if I search pot, does it come up? Yep. Okay, so we could do a little flower pot. I guess we don't really need any more glass, so I can go ahead and put these down. Flowers right there. Perfect. How cute is that? And then what if we did like some blue rugs and then like make a little welcome mat? Does it go in front of the door? Of course it doesn't go in front of the door. Okay, well, we can still make a little welcome mat there. We can do the same on the other side. That would be cute. So we can put that right there. I feel like the whole thing should just have a carpet. Maybe we can do the hallway, that same type of rug. That would be cute. And I guess the bed could have it too. We also have a moment we could put there. And then if we go here, I guess we could do the rug around there. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Alright, what if we put flower pots here too and had little blue flowers? So let's go and put this back and then go to here and put them down here and put the flowers in them. That's cute. What if I don't really have like blue stairs I could make a blue couch out of. But we can make like the wooden couch here, I guess. And we eventually can put a picture above that. I kind of imagine there being like chest right here. And then there being like a whole bookcase area out there. So maybe I'll start decorating the inside a little bit better. I guess we can put some more lights in to start with. So put a light there. We can put a light there. Let's go ahead and put more lights in this area up here. There we go. So it's at least somewhat lit up at night. And then I guess we'll start out with the chest because I need multiple chests in multiple places. So if we look up chest and do the storage chests here, and we can start making all the chests I want. So put one here, one here, one here, one here. All right, that's the chest for the bedroom. And then I figured this area might have a couple of chests because I kind of imagine putting, and I guess we can go ahead and do this, taking a seating here and then having like a chess moment here under the window. I think that's cute. But then I was planning on doing like a whole bookcase moment. I was gonna do them on either wall. Only made this one chest. We could do a bookcase moment here. I have this imagined like this. Just a whole bookcase wall because if that doesn't scream fancy entryway, I don't know what does. We're going to go all the way to the ceiling. I like how it actually looks in the center like that, but it does make the corners a little odd. We almost need like a flooring here. So like we could do this here in the corner and then I don't want to block off the windows, which is what I'll do if I put a layer of wood here. But maybe the windows are still visible from the outside, so it's not as weird. And then we have just a little window above that chest. I think this is too high. I think I need to make this an actual plank moment. So like that. I think that looks better. Yeah, so it's just like centered in the wall there. And then I was going to do the same on this side, but honestly, it may look better without it. I don't know. We'll try it. Let's try it real quick because we could do like a whole wall here. We don't even have to make it just a centerpiece. It does block the window on this side, but you can still see the windows from the outside, so it should be fine. From the outside, you don't necessarily have to see them from the inside, I guess. I mean, protection from the monsters and whatnot. I feel like this should still be a flat floor though. So like have it where it goes up like that. Let's see, how does that look? I feel like we need to make it, I was gonna do the whole wall, but I feel like it looks better centered. A filled in piece of wood. It's a little less interesting than a bookcase, but it'll probably look better from the outside too. So we have a chest, we have seating type situation. I guess we could put like a little enchanting book thing moment in here. Get the enchanting table here, one here and one here. So this is basically like our entryway library moment. And then I kind of imagined there being a painting, or should I put in a window moment right here? I feel like there's one right outside of it, so it'll end up making like an upside down T, but I'm not even that mad about that. So I think we have this one and maybe put it like that. I like how that looks from the inside, but let me go ahead and check from the outside if that looks horrible. I like it. So we have this little library area when we first come in, and then it walks back to this hallway to where the bedroom is, which I feel like we need some paintings inside of here too. I guess this one works. It's a 1 tile by 1 tile, so I feel like that looks nice. We could possibly even put it centered over that. I know it's the same painting over and over again, but I feel like that looks fine for a bedroom area. And then we could find a bigger one to go right here. So what if we, I thought it was going to be 2 by 1 up and down, but it's 2 by 1 side to side. I don't know how I feel about the fitting of that. Everything is like a uneven number. I guess we could put that right here and then have it across from it. I guess that looks okay. We can have that there. Maybe we could have the same thing go on here. I really don't mind using the same painting over and over again because it's literally just Minecraft. It's fine to have the same photo over and over sometimes. But that can be like the inside of the house. We gotta decorate the basement area. So let's go down here, and this is where we want like our crafting stuff and our kitchen. So let's go ahead and start out by getting our functional items that we want. So we have a couple of things we can use here. I was trying to think if there was anything else I needed in this type of section, but I think we may be good. So let's go ahead and start by putting a wall of furnaces. I was going to put wall of furnaces and smokers. Maybe I made that up. I could have swore there was smokers, but anyways, I wanted a main cooking wall back here and then have like an island moment right here. I guess we could do the spruce wood and look more like counters. I kind of imagined the trash can being right there, maybe. Or should we have like a trash can and a little chair moment? I almost feel like having a chair there makes sense. It's like a bar stool moment. What if we put a chest and a crafting table right here in this moment? So I could go ahead and put the crafter there and then have little chest on either side. So we have a table there, crafter there, chest there, and honestly, do we need anything else down here? Like, I know it's a basement area and it's not decorated very well. Honestly though, I kind of have an idea, and this may be super cheesy, taking a blue tile and then getting a white glass tile. And this is literally just from the reference that I made in the beginning of the video. But what if we did 3 of these and then put a white glass piece up top and it was like a fake TARDIS reference? I know that's so cheesy, but what if we just had a little TARDIS here? And honestly, it could have an actual door too, so it could actually lead somewhere. Like maybe this could be like a closet moment or something. Wait, hold on, this is better than I expected. So we can do this and then put storage in here. So like as soon as it opens, it's a little storage room. I guess we could just have chest in here because logically that would make sense. So we could just, I guess it needs to be either deeper this way and then put the chest right here. So it could be double chested on both sides like that. So we have a little storage room here, put a little light in here. Yeah, we have a little closet that's shaped like a TARDIS. We just gotta put an actual door in real quick. So let's go ahead and get our door back. So we can put that there and put that there. Bam, boom, bam. TARDIS door, ma'am. So we have a crafting area, a little kitchen area with the TARDIS door in our basement. We go up here. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Well, we have a little flower pot here. We have the pool up here, and then the actual inside the house. And the front of the cabin is over here, and it's all decorated as a little balcony. Honestly, this is better than I was expecting. Really, the only thing that I had imagined besides this was like the area being a little bit more fenced off, but I figure with the trees that we have, we don't even really need it to be all that fenced off. Like, really, we could make a fence out of the platforms we have. It's like if we wanted to make this like a wall here and just have this be a moment like this to block it off, and then maybe we can have this wall go to around the tree like this, and it could be a little bit more closed off that way, like that. So we have like a fence moment there. So it gives a little bit more privacy. This staircase one wider, honestly, because I mean, if we're gonna have it be that way, might as well have it be slightly wider. So go up like that and make this whole thing a wooden staircase. That looks better with the grass anyways. And we can delete that block, maybe replace some of these grass blocks with the spruce planks to make a little area right there. I think that looks good. So we have the pool hidden there, and then do we want to, I kind of liked the pool having an open view of this, but it would be more privacy to add a wall here. A little bit of a privacy wall. So we can add that. And then the trees pretty much block that. So I think from there, we may be good. I think I kind of like it like this. Let's see, is there anything else I would add? There was nothing else I had planned on adding. So I think we would do good to go ahead and wait on it to be morning. And then I can do a proper little tour, I suppose. All right, so I want you to imagine that you are in the woods. You come up along this little staircase and come down here. There's a cute little sitting area with a stump with a little mushroom on it. This cute little cabin with all these flowers. We have a way into the stream here. We have a fire pit, this cute little front porch. But from here, it looks like it's just this small little cabin, right? Well, instead, you go up here and you come in, and there's this huge library area that has the enchanted books. We have a chest, a seating area, which leads into this hallway, which you could go back here. There's a little seating area with a bedroom, or you could go out here and there is a little seating area out here, as well as a little basement down here that has the crafting area and a kitchen and a little storage area that looks like a TARDIS. And then if you go back up here, you can go up here and access the private pool. And that is the whole building. It did take longer than I expected, honestly, but I think it actually turned out like pretty decent. I could definitely say from the front, I don't think you could really tell how big of a cabin it is, but it definitely fits the small cabin vibe, and I'm still obsessed with this mushroom stump. Like, I think this is the best part of the build, and this was already here. But with that, you guys, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed me building in Minecraft. I've actually been really enjoying this. I'm thinking about, for a continued series, probably continuing to build in this world, but like maybe trying to create like a wheel of like random themed builds, and then we would just like spin the wheel and find a place in this world to put whatever we put on the wheel. Maybe you guys can let me know if you like the idea of that. But for now, I'm gonna end this one here. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right, bye!